I still hunt snails in my rice fields, even though they are becoming increasingly rare. Every morning, when the dew still hangs on the tips of the rice leaves and the sun has just peeked out from behind the hill, I start my small steps on the rice field embankments. This activity has become a routine that is ingrained in my life, like a breath that I never forget to take. In the past, my rice fields were filled with golden snails that crawled quietly, inhabiting the gaps in the mud. They looked like small dots that moved slowly, bringing great threat to the rice plants that I planted with sweat and prayer. I hunted them every day with enthusiasm, making sure they did not have time to destroy my hard work. My days felt alive with the sound of rustling water, footsteps in the mud, and the hustle and bustle of picking up snails one by one. But now, the situation is different. The snails are no longer as numerous as before. Maybe because I was persistent in hunting them, or maybe they have moved to another place, looking for new land that is safer from my ever-ready hands. Even so, I still do this habit. Every day, without fail, I still go down to the rice fields with a cloth bag in my hand, ready to collect anything I find. It's not just about eradicating pests, but this has become a part of me. There is a sense of calm and peace that I feel when walking in the middle of the rice fields, feeling the soft soil beneath my feet, hearing the sounds of nature that accompany my every step. The snails that I find, although only a few now, are witnesses to the dedication and love that I give to my rice fields, my field of life. For me, this is more than just hunting snails. It's about maintaining balance, about showing my gratitude for the land that provides sustenance. Maybe this will seem trivial, but for me this is a big effort in caring for my rice fields. These rice fields are my life, and as long as I am still able to walk, I will continue to guard and care for them, one snail at a time. Snails are small, seemingly harmless creatures, but behind their shiny little bodies hide the potential to wreak havoc on rice fields. The golden snail, in particular, is one of the most challenging pests for farmers. Their presence may seem insignificant at first, one or two crawling on the surface of the water in a rice field, but if left unchecked, they will multiply rapidly, posing a real threat to the newly growing rice plants. Without regular hunting, snails find a haven in the quiet of rice fields. Within weeks, bright pink eggs will begin to appear on the rice stalks and the surface of the buns. These eggs, though small and harmless, are time bombs for rice fields. In a short time, they will hatch into hundreds of hungry little snails. Imagine how quickly that population could grow if no one intervened to control them. Snails are particularly fond of eating the tender young leaves of rice. In just one night, a single snail can devour a row of rice plants, leaving a trail of destruction that makes a farmer's heart wince. And that's just one snail. If there are hundreds or even thousands of snails breeding uncontrollably, nothing can stop them except the total destruction of the rice fields. Every day, the snails will continue to grow. They like wet and muddy environments, places exactly like rice fields. If not hunted, they will dominate the ecosystem, taking over the space that should be a place for rice to grow well. As a result, the weak rice plants will wither before they have a chance to grow big, and the expected harvest full of blessings will only be a gloomy shadow that fails to materialize. Hunting snails every day is not just about controlling pests. It is a form of resistance to the nature that, if left alone, will take over everything. Farmers must act like rice field guards, always alert, never letting their guard down. Because, if the hunting stops, the snails will consider the rice fields as their territory, a place where they can breed freely. And when that time comes, it is not only the rice plants that will be destroyed, the farmers' lives will also be shaken by the threat of starvation and loss. That's how snails are. They may be small, but if left alone, they will become invisible giants that devour the future of the rice fields and the hopes of farmers. Therefore, the alert hands of farmers every day are the last shield against the explosion of the snail population. A struggle that must continue, for the sake of fertile rice fields and abundant harvests. Now my rice plants are growing well. They look green and refreshing to every eye that sees them. In that green color I entrust my hopes to them, an abundant harvest when the time comes. But the harvest time is still too long to arrive. There are still many stories that I have to go through in this rice field. Maybe there will be other pests that attack or I have to occasionally give enough fertilizer, but I will go through it all happily. That's all for the snail hunt this time. Please watch other hunts on this channel. Thank you very much and see you again. Please like and subscribe to my videos.